questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Thank you guys so much. It is such an honor to be here. Such an honor. You know, so there is something that I have learned about Democrat politicians over the last 2 years that I have been in politics.
And you ain't black.
Over these last 2 years, they have tried and failed miserably to paint me as someone who is anti-black and anti-women. In case you guys haven't noticed, I am, in fact, a black woman.
You ain't black.
I've learned from these experiences that Democrat leaders create noise and nonsense to distract from their own sins.
The problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
They employ the idea that you should accuse the other side of exactly what you are guilty of. They do this consistently. They do this repeatedly. And they do this in lockstep with one another. For example, yesterday, Joe Biden, in a stunning announcement, declared his candidacy for president of 2020 because he felt that our nation was at risk because of white supremacy. Joe mentioned the Charlottesville attacks again. The one where our president clearly and specifically condemned both Nazis and white supremacists, words which the media carefully edited out. But Joe says that that's the moment, Charlottesville, that's the moment that he realized that he had to step up and save the nation. Now, why would Joe do that? Why would Joe Biden suggest that he needed to step out as an act of duty to protect black Americans? What is it that Joe Biden is distracting from when he insinuates that all of the freedom-loving American patriots who stand beside this president are somehow supporting a white supremacist agenda? I think I have a couple of ideas what he might be distracting from. Joe is distracting from his very own and very questionable history with black America. You see, it was Joe Biden that advocated for segregation in the 1970s. He said it was something that black people wanted, that it was best that we remain apart in society. It was Joe Biden that wrote and championed the crime bill in 1994, which led to the mass incarceration of black men. And it was Joe Biden who, to this day, says that his mentor and dearest friend in politics was Robert Byrd, a literal KKK member, a literal KKK member, Robert Byrd. And now he wants us to believe that he is a champion against racism. I'm gonna have to pass on this one, Creepy Joe.